Blue Team, long time no see. It has been quite the late winter and spring for me. I have been non-stop sick with either colds or struggling with severe back pain again. And then my latest adventure this last week was I came down with COVID again for the 4th time, which is why I'm out of breath, barely walking up this hill, because this is my first time really out and about in about 10 days. So I am just trying to get some fresh air in my lungs, start to build back my endurance, and make the changes that I need so I can break this cycle of just non-stop stress on the body. So it's time for me to practice what I preach for a little bit. Anyways, this view is beautiful, by the way. Let me show you. This is like the perfect place to get some fresh air. So I just wanted to pop in and let you know I'm still alive, since I haven't posted a video in a while, and just give you some updates on where Blue Side Yoga is going, and our exciting new adventure for 2024, which is Operation Himalayan Passage. So I will talk about that in a few when I can catch my breath. All right, so I found a bench where I can sit and talk for a minute and actually give you some information without hearing me try to breathe. Oh, this is awful. Okay guys, so big news. Blue Side Yoga is still paired with Advanced Adventures in Nepal, and they are working with us and have offered 3 more treks for us for the fall of 2024. So we've named this Operation Himalayan Passage, and you have 3 opportunities to come to Nepal and adventure with us. This is such an amazing opportunity, and it's such a dream come true, because sometimes you don't know if it's going to be, you know, like a one and done sort of thing. But it's happening. It's for real. So let me tell you about our adventures real quick. So the first one for Operation Himalayan Passage is our Everest Panorama Trek. And this is a 12-day experience where we start in Kathmandu. We have some cultural sightseeing there, and then we fly up to the Everest region and we trek all through the same passage that trekkers take to go to Everest Base Camp. And we just won't go as high. So we'll go through different towns, walk along the same trails, see some amazing scenery, and along the way we'll stop at monasteries and just have an amazing cultural experience in the Himalayas. What we do every day on the trail is we'll start our day with some stretching and yoga to get us ready for hiking. We'll be on the trail for about 5-ish to 7 hours every day. Some days are going to be longer, some days are going to be shorter. And then once we get to our tea house, which we stay at tea houses every night, we'll drop our packs, we'll do some stretching so that we're not as sore, and then you'll basically have a couple hours free in the afternoon. We'll meet for dinner, and we'll have our mindfulness discussion where I can teach you about the nervous system and about stress, and we'll talk about your habits, and just about a 30-minute conversation on how to really improve your best life. And then after that, it's dinner. We'll hang out with our guide. We can play card games, whatever we feel like doing. And then we get up and do it again the next day. So it's going to be a really great opportunity for that trek. One of the highlights on that trek is we stay in Namche Bazaar for a full day. And this is one of the biggest trading posts in the Himalayas. And just a really, really cool Himalayan town. So I know you guys are gonna like that part. So that's our first trek. That's the Mount Everest Panorama Trek. You will see Mount Everest. So you'll see, that's why it's called the Panorama Trek, because you'll see it, and also a lot of the other highest peaks in the world. So it's a super exciting and fun trek. So that's definitely one that you should put on your list. looks like I timed this walk just right to hear the church bells. All right, so I walked about another 10 minutes and decided to take another break because I really just can't walk and talk at the same time today. But let me tell you about our second adventure. So the second part of Operation Himalayan Passage is the Annapurna Base Camp trek. And this trek is exactly what it sounds like. We start in Kathmandu, we go to Pokhara, it's driving, so there's no flight involved with that one. And then we will trek to Annapurna Base Camp. This is super exciting because, hold on, I got a vehicle passing. Okay, so this is exciting because I, first of all, have not trekked in the Annapurna region before. So I think it's going to be really amazing to be able to see that part of Nepal, see Pokhara. I'm really excited for this trek. So if you're looking for an adventure that is like actually going to a base camp, Annapurna Base Camp trek will be really perfect for you. We go a little bit higher in altitude than the Everest Panorama trek, so we are at about 12,600 for that one. And then for Annapurna, we are, I think, about 13,500. Don't quote me on that, but I know we are in the 13s. Don't let altitude scare you. You can train for all that stuff, and we've got plenty of acclimation built in. But Annapurna is going to be another fantastic adventure full of cultural experiences in Nepal. And I am so excited to see that particular trek and have fantastic guides through Advanced Adventures to take us there. A typical day on the trail in Annapurna is going to look a lot like a day on the trail for the Everest Panorama trek. So we'll wake up, do some yoga, grab breakfast, get on the trail, do about 5 to 7 hours of trekking. Of course, we have lunch in between. I don't think I mentioned that for the last one, but all of our meals are hot meals, which is great. And then once we get to our tea house, we will do some stretching, and then same before, you'll have a nice afternoon to be able to explore. We'll meet up for dinner, talk about our mental health and nervous system again and stuff like that. And then the rest of the evening will be yours. So that is a basic summary of the Annapurna Base Camp trek. All right, I think my final rest stop before I get done with this walk. I feel so much better than from when I started, which is really promising. So I'm not going to push it too hard today, but I'm so glad I got out for a walk. It's so nice out. All right, so let's talk about the last Operation Himalayan Passage 2024 adventure. So this is called the Nepal Experience Adventure, and this is for those of you that don't want to spend days on the trail trekking. Advanced Adventures has put together this opportunity for us, and they've made it just for Blue Side Yoga, which is so cool. So this is a 10-day adventure through Nepal. We're going to do things like whitewater rafting. We're going to go to, we're going to do a jungle excursion. We're going to do a flight that takes us to go see Mount Everest. So when you come to Nepal, you actually will see Mount Everest, which is fantastic. There's a day hike. There's a lot of cultural excursions with that particular trek, or adventure, I should say, that we're doing, because it's not a trek. So the really cool part about this as well is it's during the first part of November, which in Nepal and India, they're celebrating a festival. In India, it's called Deepawali, and in Nepal, it's called Tihar. And this basically is a festival of celebrating light over darkness. And I think it is such a perfect way to close out our 2024 season and just be in this beautiful country to celebrate light overcoming darkness, which I think speaks to a lot of us veterans and first responders, and why, you know, we might be motivated to go on that trek to overcome and put some light over the darkness that we've had in our lives. So I think that adventure will be super exciting, and definitely perfect for you if you are someone that just doesn't want to be on the trail for, you know, multiple days at a time, or you know, maybe trekking's just not your thing, or maybe, you know, like you've got some injuries that prevent you from doing that, but you can still experience Nepal. During that adventure, we are still going to do yoga, we're still going to do meditations, we're still going to have the talks that we have for mental health. So you will get all of the stuff that we are getting on the first treks. It's just going to be programmed a bit differently based on what our activity is for the day. So that is a summary of the 3 treks that, or 3 adventures, 2 treks, 1 adventure that we're going to have coming in fall 2024. And I cannot wait to start building the teams that are going to come on this trek. So that is basically the summary. I'm going to go finish this walk, and yeah, that's it. If you're wondering what we're doing at Blue Side Yoga between now and, you know, all of these treks coming up next year. So throughout the spring, my main focus is going to be getting our 2023 trekkers ready for our adventure. Because believe it or not, we're like 5.5 months away from being in Nepal and doing the Everest Base Camp, or the Everest Panorama Trek. So what I am offering is a 4-month train up for physical fitness through Blue Side Yoga for specifically those trekkers. So my focus over the next couple of months is going to be building that program and making sure that my trekkers have it in time, so they can be in the best physical fitness shape for them to be able to enjoy that kind of trek. And it's going to include guidance for cardio and strength, but we're going to include a lot of mobility, because trekking involves a lot of core strength, and that's something that we neglect a lot. And improving our core strength is also going to improve back pain. It's going to improve mobility, flexibility, all of the stuff that we just need in life anyways. So by building that into our training, the days on the trail are still going to be tough, but we want to reduce the amount of physical discomfort, and that will come through proper training that we'll have put together for you. So this is the end of my walk. I did about 30 minutes today, just kind of wandering. I am feeling better. I definitely feel winded. I have a long way to go to get my physical fitness back, because this bout of COVID really took me out. But I'll get there, and you'll get there, and we'll do it together. That's what it's all about. So thanks for watching. If you want to check out the website, bluesideyoga.com, you can learn more about our Operation Himalayan Passage 2024 opportunities, and feel free to give me a shout. You can message below, send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Get in touch, sarah@bluesideyoga.com. I'll leave the email and the address below. And yeah, that's it. I can't wait to hear from you, and I hope you guys are having a much healthier start to your spring than I am. Thanks, Blue Team. Talk to you soon. Bye.